Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my den. When we last left off, we had just started in the Path of Promise. Um, and I've made no real well, actually, really no progress at all since then. This is my first time turning on the game since the last recording session. So yeah, hopefully this video will be looking a lot better than the previous ones because I readjusted my settings a little bit. I had the bit rate way too fucking low. And hopefully it'll sound better too because I'm doing something with the audio for this. So yeah, here's hoping everything works out well. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's continue. I did do a little bit more research. Apparently, there's a couple new jobs in this game that are considered like probably the best things to go for. Well, this version of the game, I should say. And I'll definitely look into those. I definitely have some ideas. So it's really just a matter of like when I get the chance to. But there'll be plenty of opportunities. Let's do crack one. Oh my god, out of context, that sounds so much worse. I'll just defend for now, I guess. Let's show what a poof does, actually. Just on one enemy, though. Or, well, I would have shown off what it does if it had actually worked. Okay. Let's see. Only way to go is up. Have I talked to this guy yet? Yeah, I think I did in the previous video. Alright. Okay, so for that battle, we got another Seed of Agility. I actually do need to go up there, so I'm gonna go this way and see what there is to find. Whole lot of nothing. Depending on how I decide to edit that, that might have been cut off, but what I was saying is a whole lot of nothing, apparently. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't know about this. Huh, interesting. Wonder what's down here. Like I said, I did play this game years and years ago, but, for one thing, I didn't... Okay, these aren't new enemies, but they're new enemy, like, formation, I guess, so I'll leave it. Plus I'm talking, so whatever. Let's see. Frizz on you. Okay. Jesus. Hmm. Does anybody need healing? I think Kane could do with some healing. Anyway, I did play this game years ago, but I don't think I was that diligent with exploring stuff. And also, even if I was, there's just a lot of stuff that I'm not going to remember. It was like 2022 or something when I played this game last. I still remember what happened. I've been making a lot of progress because this game, like, it's a bit of a slow start, but once it gets going, it goes, which I always really like. And Margaret needs more MP. Do I have anything for that? Not on my person. Literally, the only attacking spell she has is multi-target. Which, when the enemy formations are like this, is not ideal. I guess I'll just spend for now. But I did play this game a long time ago, and I remember I didn't I'd been making a lot of progress. I've been playing for hours, and then suddenly, without warning, the game crashes. The game literally crashed, and I had lost like I think like 2 or 3 hours of progress, which when you're at that point in the game is a lot. I did a lot of things in that relatively short amount of time, and I did not want to do it all again. So I literally just like quit for the day and tried to come back to it later, and I couldn't even look at it. I was so upset. And this game's difficulty sneaks up on you. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how much this game's difficulty sneaks up on you. So, like, you do not want to mess with this too much. A chain sickle. Who's that for? Not you. Nor... Oh, wait, you can use it. No one's worked out if this is a sickle. No one's worked out yet if this is a sickle with a chain on the end or a chain with a sickle on the end. Okay. I should have some MP recovering items somewhere, right? No, nothing. That's not good. Okay. All right. But yeah, like this game, especially later on, gets so good, so good, and I am so excited to get to that because, jeez, I love this game. I really do. A lot of dead ends here. Strange. Oh, with the encounter rate like this, I might not make it out of this place in this video. A power ring? Was that? A cursed accessory that will make the wearer feel like a big wimp soon enough. Increases agility by a lot. Also, I looked up what the different personalities do. Apparently, some guides are arguing that it's not as big of a deal in this version of the game as it was in previous versions, but apparently some guides and stuff, like publications, argue it's not as big of a deal in this version of the game, but it basically affects like how your stats are going to go and stuff. And so some jobs will definitely make much better use out of certain personalities than others will. You know, it's like you don't want a warrior with a personality that like decreases their strength or their defense or whatever. Like, think of it like actually a good example would be to think of it like natures in Pokemon. Natures actually is a perfect way to think about it now that I'm really thinking about it. Except in this case, personalities affect every stat, whereas natures only affect like 2 of them. Okay, Margaret reached level 9, so her stuff has been restored. And she also got Acceleratle, which slightly increases agility of all party members. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, wait a minute. Nelson's poisoned. That is poison, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know if running in this game actually increases your encounter rate like Pokemon, but yeah, I'm just walking normally for right now. Kane reached level 8 and got Flame Slash. That's cool. And that one was actually surprisingly rough. Alright. 3 ways to go, only one of them is correct. The other 2, I think, just... do they lead to treasure chests or something? Okay, Merle has reached level 9, so now his MP... so now he's fully restored too. And Margaret's going a bit crazy with using, Margaret is going a bit crazy for my liking with using the... what's it called? Whoosh. You know, the multi-targeting wind spell on single enemies. I'm so sorry, I just could not think. Actually, you know what? A ring that increases agility would probably be pretty good for the squishy healer party member. Now, in order to remove it, we'll have to find some way to lift the curse, which there's plenty of ways to do that, so... At least in later games, there are plenty of ways to lift the curses. I don't know about this game, necessarily. Although I think there should be. I mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. We have yet to fight a single boss. Have you noticed that? Yeah, unlike a lot of other, like, RPGs and stuff, Dragon Quest isn't really a series that puts, like, bosses where they don't need to be. Like, if you go through a dungeon and get to the end, and then, like, there's no... If you go through a dungeon and get to the end and they don't have, like, a damn good reason to... Let me tell you this. Basically, if I'm remembering correctly, once you go through this portal, it's really hard to come back here. Or at least in the original versions. Like, in earlier versions, it used to be really hard to come back here. And the enemies from this point on get way harder. Like, it's a big difficulty jump after this point. So, if you have any loose ends, if you want to do any more grinding before going on, do it now, because you might not have a chance later. That's all I have to say about that. But with all that being said, I think this is where I'm going to end this video. So, thanks all for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Like this video. Maybe leave a comment if you have anything you want to say. And take care.